Hey guys, we are going to work on page 3 and 4 today in our packets. I ripped mine out just so it would be easier for me with the camera, but don't rip yours. So this is page 4. This is what page 3 looks like. At the top it says, basic shapes can be turned into three-dimensional forms with blank and blank. What do you think the two things, or at least one thing, could be? Turning a basic shape into a three-dimensional form. We talked about one of them on page 1, or no, page 2. And if you don't remember, it was value. So with value, and the other thing you can do is make a basic shape look like a form with line. So value and line. So let's create a basic shape using just line to turn it into a form, because we're going to need this skill for your first project, which is the still life. So these ovals that you see in this box, you're going to draw them exactly where you see them and how big you see them in this one. When you're done with that, you're going to turn the ovals into cylinders, so three-dimensional forms, like the ones you see here, by following the rest of these lines. Please make sure that you follow the curve of the oval at the bottom. Okay, so this bottom line can't be straight. It's got to be curved just like the curve of the oval above it, okay, to have it match. So some of these are a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Once you have that completed, so you're going to draw it over top of this here, then you're going to go on to the next page. So this is a little bit more complicated, this side. We're going to start talking about value now and adding light sources. At the top of the page it says, these basic shapes are turned into forms with the use of value. Value, here is your definition. I will say it twice. Or actually, you can just pause and rewind. How about that? Value is the difference between the lightness and the darkness of an object. The relative lightness and darkness of an object. So shadows and highlights give the illusion of 3 dimensions, even though we know that these are flat because it's on a piece of paper. They're not 3D, but they look 3D, so it's an illusion. Shadows are not purely black, but there's a range of grays in them, so you don't have to go as hard as you can with your pencil to turn these shadows into a shadow, right? You have different values within that shadow. Light gray, medium gray, darker gray. The drawing activity on this page is where we're going to end today, which is to copy the value of the top forms into the bottom shapes, paying close attention to the different values of the gray so it's not all pure black, and don't forget the drop shadows that are on the ground. So you're going to want to add those shadows in as well as you are shading in the sphere, cube, cylinder, and cone. Okay? This is going to take a little while to complete. You can do it with your number 2 or 2B pencil, and that's totally fine. When this is done, if I have you in class, I will ask to see your packet up until this point. So that's pages 1 through 4. That's what we completed this week. I'm going to just do a visual check and to see that it's done. And then I'm going to give you a process grade out of 5 points on the work that you did. Okay. If you are virtual today, I will see you the next day. We're back in session, and I will ask to see your packet then. Those of you that are 100% remote, what you are going to do on Tuesday when we have our open office hours, you're going to log into the Zoom meeting, and you are going to show me over your Chromebook by just giving me a visual and flipping the pages over and showing me that you completed the packet pages 1 through 4, okay? And then we're going to continue doing this check-in at the end of each week as we progress, and hopefully we won't go 100% virtual at all, but if we do, which there's a high chance that we will, I'll just continue to work this way with the videos and with the check-ins with you guys, and we'll work forward in that respect, in that way. Okay? All right, so we're looking to have through page 4 completed by the end of Thursday class period, or by the end of Thursday day if you're virtual. All right, have fun.